Vice president of a local solar company on Guam believes that if a small portion of the island were to switch to solar energy, GPA's plan to build 2 new combined cycle plants would be completely unnecessary. PNC's Tim McHenry has more.
Thanks, guys. At his presentation at the Rotary Club, Joe Voacolo said that he strongly believes any country, island, community that decides to invest in fossil fuels will be stuck with what he called a stranded asset in 10 years. His belief is centered around the fact that the renewable energy industry, mainly solar, is growing so fast that in 10 years, power plants may be a thing of the past. Here's more. At a time when the PUC is considering allowing the Guam Power Authority to build 2 new combined cycle power plants that will run on fossil fuels, Joe Voacolo thinks that those plants will be worth nothing in 10 years.
Because the renewable energy industry right now is growing so quickly and the technology is advancing so quickly that anybody building a brand new plant now, we're going to be stuck with the stranded asset that's going to be worth nothing in the next 10 or 15 years.
Voacolo says the technology to allow families to live completely independent from traditional utilities is here. He says if you took 35% of the households on Guam and put them on solar, it would eliminate the need for GPA to build the 2 new plants.
So there are systems that we can do right now, introduce to the residential community, no cost down, a reasonable power rate, not export that energy, and keep that energy for that residence. So if we could continue to do that, and that's Saipan, but even Guam, just take 35% of the households, we wouldn't even need this power plant.
So where is GPA with renewable energy? According to the recent Lummis report, GPA is behind. In a recent order, the PUC told GPA that it must develop a strategy for further development of renewable energy resources. Lummis determined that GPA's resource compliance planning does not adequately incorporate the potential impact of renewable energy on Guam. It says, quote, GPA's current projections call for a maximum of 120 megawatts of renewable energy. After the limit is reached, there is no further provision for additional renewable energy resources, end quote. The PUC also notes that GPA must expand their demand-side management program, which rewards customers for buying energy-efficient appliances. Lummis points out that GPA has not fully considered the potential expansions of a demand-side management program. For PNC News, I'm Tim McHenry.
Training Center.